Hi, and welcome to Exploration Commons Teaching Kitchen, located at the Westminster branch of the Carroll County Public Library. Today, we're going to make some fast and easy pretzel rods that you can make for the holidays or for any time of year to make them special. Today, we're going to make 3 different ones. We're going to make a s'mores, a winter marshmallow, and a peppermint stick. Now, to get started, we'll need a few things. A cookie sheet or a pan with a piece of parchment or wax paper to lay your completed pretzel rods on. You'll need your toppings. We made some crushed peppermint sticks from some candy canes. We have some mini marshmallows, as well as some colorful sprinkles of your choice to decorate your snowmen. You also need pretzel rods. Those are available in the grocery store, and some candy melts. These either come in the disc shapes like this. We have a white and a brown for the chocolate, or you can buy it in blocks at the grocery store. Sometimes it's called almond bark. So you ready to get started? All right, let's make our first one. So we're going to start making our s'more, and our s'more is comprised of a pretzel rod, some melted chocolate, and our marshmallows. So the first thing you want to do is get all your ingredients together. So we're going to put our discs in a microwave safe container. So if you're doing this on your own, ask mom and dad to help if you need help with the pretzels and the melting of the chocolate. We're going to microwave that for like 30 seconds just to start, because if you overcook it, it will burn. And then you want to use a spoon, or I like to use a knife sometimes, to stir the chocolate. So we're going to give that about 30 seconds. And again, you don't want to do it in short increments, because if it burns, you have to throw it away and start all over again. It doesn't taste too well if you actually get it too burnt. It'll also get too thick and you won't be able to dip it. So we're just about at 30 seconds. So let's carefully take it out. Make sure the dish isn't hot. We're going to give it a stir. And you can see it's starting to melt. They're soft. Okay, but they're not ready to dip yet. So we're going to give it another 30 seconds. Make sure you ask mom and dad to use the microwave, and make sure you use a microwave safe container. You also don't want to put your knife or your fork or your spoon into the microwave either. It's not good for the microwave, and it might start a fire. So while we're getting that ready, we're going to have our marshmallows, and our chocolate is melting, and we're going to do our s'more. You could do this with any flavor of little mini marshmallow. I chose to use the little ones from the hot cocoa packets. So let's check our chocolate. It's looking good now. You can see it stirs really easily, and it's nice and runny, but you want to stir it until all of those lumps are pretty much melted and nice and smooth. You don't want chunks in the chocolate when you go to dip the pretzel. Now we're going to dip the pretzels in the chocolate, and then we're going to let them set for just a minute before we put our decorations on. So you can see it's nice and smooth. Okay, try not to make too much of a mess. It's nice to have an extra tray or a plate handy. Now you're going to tip your chocolate over and insert your pretzel rod all the way down to the bottom and roll it in that chocolate. Okay, so you want to get a nice coating on it. Now there's going to be way too much, right? We all like chocolate, but not too much. So lift it out. See how it's dripping off? If you spin it in a small circle inside the cup, you'll spin off that extra chocolate, and then you won't have a big puddle at the end. So we've got most of it off. We're going to lay it on our sheet. We'll do a second one because everybody likes to have lots of pretzels on hand, right? So we dip it, lean it, roll it in the chocolate, give it a spin. That really spins off that extra coating on the bottom. Otherwise, you have a big puddle. Okay? Super easy, right? You can do this. So let's do the same thing with the white. I have some white coating here. And this melts a little bit differently than the chocolate. So we're going to put that in the microwave for 30 seconds as well. And sometimes the white coating is a little bit thicker and a little bit harder to use. So you can add a couple things to it to make it fluid like the chocolate was and make it nice and dippable. Today I'm going to add some olive oil to it, maybe 2 or 3 teaspoons to that container, just to make it nice and fluid so that when you dip the pretzel stick, it'll come off. Now you also have to be really careful with the white because it too can heat up too quickly on you. So let's give it a check. So don't use your chocolate knife, get a clean one, or a clean spatula, or a clean spoon, a chopstick, anything you have that's handy. We're gonna break these up a little bit. Just like last time, they haven't started to melt yet. We'll put them in again. And for this one, after we coat it with the white, we're gonna put some crushed candy canes on it. So I just unwrapped these. I put them in a Ziploc bag, and then I used a rolling pin to smash them up and make nice pieces. You're probably gonna have some leftover holiday candy that you can use for this project. You can also use leftover holiday M&Ms. You can use leftover any type of crushed candy you have in the house, chocolates. They all work really well. We're starting to melt. See, it's getting shiny. We'll give it a stir. Now, can you see the difference in how thick this is? It's almost like glue or like paste. So we're going to stir it, get all the pieces melted. And see, that's just too thick to dip. We'd have a really, really thick coating on the pretzels. And again, as much as we all love all the coating on them, a little bit can be too much. So you can see it's all melted. All the big pieces are gone. I'm just going to take about a teaspoon of this, pour it in, and very carefully now mix it because it's liquid and you're mixing it into the heavier product. Look, now it's nice and runny. That's going to coat our pretzels really nicely. Okay, so we just check, all our lumps are gone. Set our knife on a piece of paper or a cutting board. Same thing, tip it over, stick the pretzel in there, stick it all the way down. You can use a measuring cup, you can use a glass cup like this, a plastic cup if you have one works really well. There, and look how nice our white ones are. Okay, so we're gonna dip 2 of these as well. You can dip as many as you'd like. A bag of chocolate will dip 25 or 30 pretzels, so you can experiment and have all kinds of fun making all kinds of decorations. Okay, so there's our white. Now we're gonna take our crushed candy cane, make sure all the pieces are loose. You're gonna sprinkle it on there. Super fun, right? Tasty. Everybody likes peppermint candy canes. See how easy that is? And look how fun they look. Again, any kind of crushed candies will work. All right. Now, let's go back to this one for a minute. This one has dark chocolate, white chocolate, and marshmallows. So now that our white chocolate is melted, we're going to take a little bit of it with a spoon, and we're going to make a drizzle on the top. Let's go back and forth, make a zigzag, make a pretty design. Okay. And now while that's still melted, we want to take our mini marshmallows and press them in. Now my grocery store has the mini marshmallows just like this in containers. If you don't have that, maybe you have some of the hot cocoa mix with the extra marshmallow packet in it. That works. Some of the cereals now sell just their marshmallows, so you could do those colorful. So there you go. You got your s'more ones. They're all done. And those will take 10 or 15 minutes to set up. They're super easy and super fun. You can make those for an evening with your family or with your friends. So should we make our marshmallow snowman? Aren't these fun? We got some colorful sprinkles on there. So again, we're going to take our pretzel stick, dip it into our white chocolate. And then I found some really cool winter sprinkles. And these are blue, silver, white, and they're beads. So I put them in a tray because I actually want to roll my pretzel stick in it this time and really get it coated. Look at all the sprinkles. Everybody loves sprinkles. Makes it super fun. So we're going to put that on our tray. We'll make a second one. Again, tip it over, makes it easier. You can push it down, roll the pretzel stick in there, swirl off the excess. Okay, and then roll it in your sprinkles. These have jimmies and little balls and some sparkle sugars. I have some snowflakes, all kinds of fun things. Now, to finish this up, make it super fun, you can buy any type of marshmallow candy you find. I found these cute little adorable snowmen. I thought they'd be perfect for January. So all you need to do is take just a dab of your chocolate with your spoon, put it on the back like glue, and then adhere it to your pretzel rod. Now I'm going to show you a trick. These like to roll away. So we're going to put a pretzel rod there just in case it decides to roll away. They'll stay nice and flat. So again, take your marshmallow design. You could use Peeps, chicks for Easter, with the snowman. I've seen Christmas trees, Valentine hearts, anything like that. We're going to press it on our pretzel rod, and voila, there we go. Let these cool for 10 or 15 minutes. You can put them in the fridge if you want. Slip them in a plastic bag, put a little ribbon on, and give them as gifts to your friends and neighbors. There we go, fast and easy pretzel rods. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Come back and see us at Exploration Commons. Take care.